Recently, a media report, citing a domestic journal paper, claimed that China has successfully developed a new detection system that can detect airborne targets from underwater, and said that this could reshape the operational model of future naval warfare. The detection system is said to be centered on a set of acoustic sensor arrays, also known as cinebus, and is mainly designed to discover and locate target positions by collecting noise data from aircraft in flight. Test data show that the system can be in 1,000 meters of water, positioning aircraft flying at an altitude of 5,000 meters, positioning error radius of less than 1,000 meters. Although this principle sounds very simple, in reality, because the vast majority of the sound waves in the sky will be reflected back to the sky after contacting the water, only a small part of them will enter the underwater. Therefore, in the past, only very noisy aircraft, such as the Russian Tu-95 strategic bomber, will be arranged in the flight process of the underwater sonar heard. At the same time, the uneven density distribution of seawater can cause severe distortions in the transmission of unmodulated noise underwater. As a result, when the sonar system receives the signal, it can only know that a very noisy aircraft has been in the vicinity of the sonar system's detection area. The distance between the aircraft and the sonar array, the speed and altitude of the aircraft, etc. are not known. This is why, with the maturity of submarine-launched missiles and air defense missiles, SW patrol aircraft are still considered to be the natural enemy of submarines. Although technically, the development of a submarine-launched air defense missile is not an insurmountable technical obstacle for countries such as China, the United States and Russia, which have submarine-launched cruise missile technology. It is true that modern submarines are theoretically equipped to be retrofitted with anti-aircraft weapons to counter the threat of airborne anti-submarine units such as anti-submarine patrol aircraft. But there are two key problems in trying to put this theory into practice. One is different from surface ship-led anti-submarine warfare. In anti-submarine aircraft-led air anti-submarine warfare, submarines with underwater speeds of only 20 to 30 km per hour or even lower are in an overwhelmingly passive position when facing 500 to 600 km per hour anti-submarine aircraft. At this time, the only advantage of the submarine is its own concealment. They only have a chance to attack. Once failed, the submarine exposed position will inevitably be destroyed by anti-submarine aircraft. In contrast, in the face of surface ships, submarines that fail to counterattack often have the possibility of escaping with excellent performance. This means that submarines need to have as much information as possible about the position of the SW aircraft to guide anti-aircraft weapons to lock on if they want to kill them with a single strike. And this also leads to a second problem, that is, as mentioned earlier, the existing sonar system is not good enough to locate the airborne anti-submarine aircraft. Even if the opponent's noise is not that loud, the sonar may not even hear anything. Obviously, if the submarine doesn't even know where the target is, then even if the submarine is fitted with anti-aircraft missiles, it will be useless. If you have to, then you can only let the submarine first surface, and then search and lock anti-submarine aircraft. But in front of the anti-submarine aircraft, that is no different from suicide. Domestic new underwater detection system may reshape the future mode of naval warfare. The reason is that this system is expected to solve the submarine detection of aircraft difficult to detect the problem of low precision. After all, the detection radius of 1,000 meters of error, compared to the radar, is indeed very large, but compared to what cannot be found in the air target sonar, has been considered clear. What's more, the test target is located at an altitude of 5,000 meters, while SW aircraft are often only a few hundred meters high. When carrying out anti-submarine missions, the detection accuracy of the system against a SW aircraft actually has a lot of room for improvement. If this system can be applied to the new generation of submarines in the future, the new submarine will probably become the world's first submarine installed with modern anti-aircraft weapons, incarnating an ASW killer. We even have reason to believe that domestic research institutes are already doing this. The proof is the domestic submarine-launched drone project that came to light some time ago, when the media cited a paper in the Journal of Aeronautics. This kind of drone has the ability to fly across media, can be launched from underwater to the air and return to underwater again. If this technology is used for submarine air defense, then the future submarine may be equipped with an intelligent air defense patrol bomb. First, let the submarine locate the target position and launch the cruise missile, and then launched out of the cruise missile on the designated area to search, lock, attack enemy anti-submarine aircraft. Compared to a missile, the speed of the missile is slower, but this also allows it to do a larger search field of view than a missile. In the case of limited positioning accuracy, the combat effect of this anti-aircraft cruise missile may be better than the missile. It is also worth noting that this new underwater detection system could potentially be used to detect stealth fighters or bombers. After all, such aircraft, although also generally for the noise reduction process, but they are still jet aircraft, noise is difficult to reduce than anti-submarine aircraft is also small level. Since the new underwater detection system can detect anti-submarine aircraft, there is no reason why it cannot. Here, the high-speed flight of stealth military aircraft. This also means that in the foreseeable future, China will build in the surrounding waters of the anti-stealth reconnaissance system, will add another general